When Hyundai came back into the Philippines as a national sales company of Hyundai Motor Corporation, one of their core models became the Creta. Now for 2025, Hyundai Motors Philippines has introduced this one. This is the updated Creta, and for the first time ever, it gets a sporty N Line variant. I'm Yuli Ang, this is CarGuide.PH, and join me as we take our first look. Now, as far as upgrades or refreshes go, this one has been substantially changed for 2025. The entire front end is actually new. The hood is new, the headlights are new, the daytime running lights are new, and of course, the bumpers are new. Now, more or less, it gives the Creta a more dynamic, more planted stance than ever before. If you never really liked the hidden headlight design of the previous model, well, you're in luck because this might have the compound design, but this time around, it's been split perfectly, giving it a sportier stance. Now, what do you get? Of course, the daytime running lights in LED, and what I like is this nifty detail right here. It's a front LED that runs across the front end, giving it a unique lighting signature, which at night, it's gonna make it all the more unique. And of course, being an N Line, you get, of course, different set of bumpers, and that makes it a lot sportier than you would the standard model. Now, what makes this different compared to the standard Creta would be things like the wheels. Now, this one gets 18-inch alloy wheels with Goodyear tires at all four corners and red brake calipers. Of course, N Line badging right here at the side to denote that it is a really different and unique model. You also get a two-tone roof, and that's also unique to the N Line. And the N Line version of the Creta only comes in two colors. That would mean this one, the shadow gray, or if you prefer something that's a bit more colorful, it also comes in dragon red. Now towards the back, the N Line variant gets its own unique rear spoiler right here. That aside, all Creta models for 2025 gets a full-length LED lighting cluster right here, again making it unique and visually different, especially at night. Aside from that, it also gets new bumpers, and for the N Line variant, actually unique bumpers exclusive to this variant, and to top it all off, dual tailpipe exhausts right here. Now, this should be an indicator of what you find under the hood. This is probably the biggest surprise to all you Filipinos out there because Hyundai Motor Philippines has decided to bring in the 1.5-liter turbocharged variant of its SmartStream engine, and it's available right here in the Creta N Line. In terms of power outputs, 160 PS and 265 Newton meters of torque. This pretty much makes this compact crossover a pocket rocket. Now, in terms of transmission, it gets a 7-speed dual clutch transmission that's compared to the IVT, or that's a CVT with built-in shift points that you get across the other Creta variants. Now, normally when it comes to upgrades and refreshes, most of the stuff is done outside, leaving the interior looking pretty much the same as before. That's not in this case, because for 2025, Hyundai has pretty much ripped out the dashboard and put in an all-new one. You can see that by the new look of the instrument cluster. For the N Line variant, you get a large all-digital display right here for the driver. It's 10.25-inch, and towards the center, the same 10.25-inch infotainment system. It's got built-in Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and get this, built-in Waze. So I still don't know how it works and would like to find out in the near future, but I guess that removes the necessity for you to plug in your phone or coming out with different all sorts of accounts or whatever, that you can actually access Waze right here built into the system. Now, what I find interesting is that Hyundai has stepped back from providing all sorts of touchscreen-based controls because for 2025, all the Creta models get tons of buttons right here. So that's perfect when you're trying to drive using tactile feel alone. Automatic climate control is standard, at least for the Creta N Line. And of course, you also get things like the leatherette seats. Now, the leatherette seats actually have red accents and piping, and it also comes with ventilation. So that's perfect if you're trying to avoid getting all sweaty in the midday summer sun. Other stuff that you find inside the Creta N Line include ambient lighting, and it's found right here. It's a sporty red accent and lighting in the dashboard. And of course, you also get lit cup holders. Now, that aside, as a Creta N Line, it gets a drive mode selector. This is actually unique to this variant, and you can even change its mode into traction, giving you additional modes such as snow, mud, and sand. Now, those aside, you also get paddle shift controls right here if you want to be in control of the way the 7-speed DCT operates. And of course, things like automatic headlights and of course, variable intermittent wipers. Now, in terms of safety, they've also upgraded the Creta this time around because it gets a full suite of Hyundai Smart Sense. That would be things like forward collision warning with automatic braking, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, and also blind spot indicators. Now, as a family-oriented vehicle, right here at the back of the Creta, and of course the Creta N Line, you get things like rear aircon vents, USB-C type charger right here, reclinable seats, and compared to the Elantra Hybrid, which I found surprising, this one actually comes with 3-point safety belts for all passengers. This makes the Creta safer and more smartly packaged than ever before. So, are you curious about the new Hyundai Creta? Well, you can check it out at any of the authorized Hyundai dealerships nationwide. And when it comes to pricing, this one starts at a smidget below 1.140 million and goes up to below 1.4 million pesos. So with that in mind, this is one safe, solid, and of course now more enthusiastic compact crossover that's definitely worth your peso.